Today we're going to be getting some hands-on and installing a GPS on our Himalayan 450. Let's get to it. There's a little bit of pre-work before we get onto the bike. Take out the mount and everything else that you need. This is the wire that will run all the way down to take power from the battery to the unit. If you've got the same device, you'll have to do this as well. But by the way, this will work on any particular unit. I'll show you how to wire it to the battery and so on as well. So take your Garmin wire. This is for the Garmin XT. Slot it through. Once it's slotted through, set it flush. And there's a little screw back here that you're gonna have to put in place. It's very hard to see this, even with the naked eye, never mind by the camera. Once you've that done, that's your wire solid in place. That's what charges your GPS. This is the bar my device is going to mount to. I've gone with a 3D printed frame. This is a 3mm Allen. It's going to thread through the mount plate like this and through the top of the 3D printed bracket, through the back side of the printed bracket and into the nut that's in place there. You can do that 4 times and that will hold everything in place. When it's done, you should end up with something like this. Just go around, tighten all the bolts, make sure you're happy with it. This is where I'm going to mount it. This is an aftermarket bracket I bought. And you got 2 screws either side that will hold that in place. I'm also going to put a little bit of tread lock on as well, just to stop the bolts from rattling loose. I suspect I want a bit of an angle on it, about here. And tighten. That's perfect. I still got full view of the dash here and I've got view of the GPS. Now it's all about wiring this back to the battery and how you do it. When you've got the unit in place, the next thing you're going to be doing is taking the power lead and bringing it back to the battery, or in my case the power hub. It's really just about tracing it through the body of the bike or somewhere you're comfortable. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to bring it onto the driver's left hand side because I've actually brought wires through there before. I know how to do it. I'll use cable ties to hold it in place. I'll feed it back through here. And what you'll see back here is how the wires go up underneath the tank. They'll run on the underside of the tank. So they'll be up under the tank, you're not going to see it. And they'll feed back under this bracket here into gain power. In order to go under this bracket, you're going to have to loosen up these bolts. 5mm Allen head and then a spanner size 10. That'll be enough just to pop it up and bring the wire underneath, like I have here, back to my power hub, and the power hub will stay connected to the battery. There, wires threaded through. Again, nice and tidy. Put it nice and neat. And then it's going to go into the power hub. Pick the slot you want it to go into. I'm going to go, I have one already for the heated grips, so the next one I'm going into is the one just beside it. Loosen the screws, positive being your red wire, straight in, tighten. Do not over tighten, the screws are ridiculously soft. Just not even hand tighten. And your negative is going in beside it, which is the black wire, and tighten. the lid back on. Power hub stays in place. Wardens tucked down nice and tidy. And there we have it. Forgive how dirty the screen is. And that's it. That will work for a GPS unit or anything that requires power. Make sure you tidy up the cables that you're happy with them. I'll tidy this back in here, it won't be seen, and it'll be all job done. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit subscribe.